Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wayne Yancey Field here in Ocala, Florida, as tonight the Forest High School Wildcats will be taking on the traveling Dunnellon High School Tigers in some thrilling high school baseball action. Hello, everybody. My name is Bridger Webb, coming to you right behind home plate here at Wayne Yancey Field on a rather cold and chilly night here in Ocala, Florida, as the Wildcats get set to take on the Dunnellon Tigers. Wildcats coming into tonight's game with a record of 3-3 after last night's win, a rather strong win over Crystal River. They won 11-1. Pitcher Ty Moody had 9 strikeouts within 5 innings of the game last night. Tyler Rogers and Trevor Murray both had 2 hits each in last night's win as well. Wildcats right now are 0-1 in their district of 6A, District 2 baseball. They are ranked number 4th within their district. Meanwhile, the traveling Dunnellon Tigers coming into tonight's game with a record of, technically 2-2. They should have one more in either the win or loss column. Max Preps, for some reason, there is no score in their last night's game against Williston High School. But the Tigers are right now 1-0 in their league. They are currently second in 4A District 5 high school baseball. We're excited to get things going here, folks, and we'll be right back after they start playing the national anthem. And we'll be right back. Alrighty. National anthem has been played. The starting lineups have been announced, and we are ready to go for some high school baseball action here at Wayne Yancey Field in Ocala, Florida. Now your batting lineup tonight for the Dunnellon Tigers. Batting first, the shortstop, number 10, Drew Linenbach. Second, the center fielder, number 1, Leo Gomez. Batting third, the pitcher, number 15, Trent Townsend. Number 4th, the designated hitter, number 24, Cody Hawkins. 5th, the catcher, number 5, Taylon Watson. Third base, number 14, Anthony Heitch. Batting 7th, the first baseman, number 13, Landon Hitt. Batting 8th, the left fielder, C.J. Donahue, number 3. And batting 9th to round up the lineup is going to be the right fielder, number 9, L.J. Fitzpatrick. Batting lineup tonight for the Wildcats. Batting first, the shortstop, number 17, Bradley White, the second. Batting second, the center fielder, number 10, Ty Moody. Number 3, the second baseman, Trevor Murray, number 7. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 11, Tyler Thomas. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 16, Colton Smith. 6th, the first baseman, number 8, Tyler Rogers. 7th, the catcher, number 23, Adam Munez. 8th, the right fielder, number 13, Brady DeGroot. And rounding up the batting lineup for the Wildcats tonight, the third baseman, number 3, Connor DeGeorge. Taking the starting pitching duties for the Wildcats tonight is going to be Colton Smith. Smith is warming up right now on the mound as the Tigers on deck right now, taking a couple practice swings, and we should be good to go here momentarily. Want to thank you folks again for tuning in tonight on Webb Sports Broadcasting. We're coming to you live pre-taped from Wayne Yancey Field in Ocala, Florida. And again, the Wildcats tonight are taking on the Dunnellon Tigers. Wildcats tonight are wearing their home uniforms, white tops, white pants with the green stripes. Dunnellon Tigers tonight wearing their road uniforms, the red tops and gray bottoms. Now to lead off the first inning, number 10, Drew Linenbach, the shortstop, getting ready to go here. And Colton Smith gets ready for the first pitch. And it's away, and it's going to be struck down the third base line, and this is going to be fouled away. And this game is now officially underway. It's going to be strike one. Colton Smith gets ready to go for the 0-1. Says that this is going to be just a little inside. This is going to be ball 1. Linenbach gets set for the 1-1. Smith sends it. This is going to be just high and outside. This is going to be ball 2. Smith sends the. This is going to be the 2-1, and now the other pitch is going to be just high. This is going to be now 3-1. Lindenbach is ahead of the count right now to lead off the first inning. Smith sends it. This is going to be hit high up into right field. And the right fielder is there to make the play. Runner is out, and we have one away. Brady DeGroot out there to make the play for the Wildcats as he puts the first runner away. This will make room for the center fielder, Leo Gomez, number 1, coming onto the plate. Smith gets ready to go. Sends it, and a swing and a miss is going to be strike 1 for Gomez. Leo Gomez up to this point has an average of .222, no home runs and 3 RBIs. As this second pitch gets thrown way high, this is going to be ball 1. Smith gets set to go for the 1-1, sends it. This is going to be another swing and a miss. This is going to be strike 2 for Gomez. And Colton Smith has an opportunity to come up with his first strikeout of the night. Smith on the mound gets set for the 1-2 pitch. The wind-up sends it. And it's going to be a little bit inside. They're going to call this ball 2. Looks like umpire ran out of balls. Dunnellon coach is able to hand him a couple. Now Leo Gomez gets set to go here. This will be the 2-2. The wind up, the pitch. It's going to be a swing and a miss, and this is going to be the first strikeout of the night. Leo Gomez swinging for the fences, not able to come up with much, and this will make way for Trent Townsend, the pitcher, number 15. Trent Townsend, the junior, up to this point has an average of .231, has 1 RBI, and he's got 2 away to lead off the first inning. As the first pitch sent his way is going to be just outside, ball 1. Smith gets set, sends it. This is going to be outside again, ball 2. Townsend ahead of the count now, 2-0. As Colton gets set, the wind up, the pitch, a swing and a miss. This will be strike 1. Townsend on home plate, ready to go. Colton with the wind up, the pitch, a swing and a miss, and strike 2. And Colton Smith is 1 pitch away from putting away this inning. As we get ready to go for the 2-2 pitch. Colton Smith sends it. Able to check his swing just in time, Townsend is. And this is going to be ball number 3. And we have a full count here. No runners on base. 2 away at the top of the first. As Colton Smith sends it. And this is going to be strike number 3. And he is out of here. 2 strikeouts and a flyout for the Wildcats, making easy work of the Tigers up to this point. And the Wildcats get set to go to lead off the bottom of the first. Well, folks, we have a new tradition here at Webb Sports Broadcasting with Fun Fact Friday. In between each inning, we'll give you a very fun fact that's baseball related. And the very first one, I got to tell you, is that the very first Major League team to purchase their own airplane was the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1957. Seems to be a rather common thing these days, but the first team to do it was the Brooklyn Dodgers in '57. We'll be right back here. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks. Wildcats are getting ready to lead off the bottom of the first. Bradley White, the second, the shortstop, is getting ready to lead off the bottom of the first for the Wildcats. Bradley White, up to this point, the junior, has an average of 500 with 1 RBI. As number 17 gets set to lead off the bottom of the first for the Wildcats. Trent Townsend on the mound right now for the Tigers as he gets ready to send his first pitch. This is going to be right down the middle, strike 1. Trent Townsend gets set for the second one. This is going to be strike number 2. White thought this was going to be inside, or outside rather, checked his swing, but no, it was right in the strike box according to the umpire. As Trent Townsend sends another one. This is going to be a swing, and he'll foul this one away. Count will remain 0-2 to lead off the bottom of the first. Townsend gets set, sends it. This is going to be tipped away back behind him. This will be another foul ball. Townsend gets set for the 0-2. They're going to call this one in the strike zone. This is going to be strike number 3 and the first strikeout of the night for Trent Townsend. Coming to his first at-bat of the game now, the center fielder, number 10, Ty Moody. Moody, up to this point, has an average of .333 with 2 RBIs. No runners on base and 1 away at the bottom of the first right now. As his first pitch is going to be just a smidge outside. This is going to be ball 1. A swing and a miss for the second pitch, and this is going to be strike number 1 for the center fielder. Townsend on the mound now, getting ready for the 1-1. The windup. And a swing is going to foul this one just behind him. It's going to be strike number 2. Townsend gets set for the 1-2. It's going to be hit out to center field. And the center fielder is there to make the play. This is going to be out number 2 for the Tigers. Leo Gomez, number 1, able to make the play for the Tigers. As right now the second baseman, Trevor Murray, number 7, on the plate for the Wildcats. As Townsend gets set to go, sends this one. It's going to be low in the dirt at the ankles. This is going to be ball 1. Townsend gets set. The wind up the pitch. This is going to be hit out to third base. This is going to be just past him, and this is going to be a base hit for Murray. Murray's looking for 2 rounds first base, and he'll definitely get it. And they'll check him in time. They'll keep him at second, but this is going to be a double for the second baseman. Coming for his first at-bat now, the designated hitter, number 11, Tyler Thomas. Thomas, the junior right now, only has an average of 143 with 0 RBIs. Looking to change his luck here as he does have a runner in scoring position right now. Trent Townsend on the mound. Coming up with the game plan, takes the wind-up, the pitch. This is going to be right down the middle, strike 1. Townsend gets set. Checking back behind him, looking to pick off the runner on second. Decides not to. And Tyler Thomas will take a swing and a miss. This is going to be strike number 2. As just like that, the designated hitter is behind the count, 0-2. One bad swing, and this could end the inning for the Wildcats. Townsend sends it. This is going to be tipped away down over to the shortstop. This will be just past him. And it looks like the designated hitter is going to get his first RBI as Trevor Murray makes his way all the way back home. And just like that, the Wildcats are up 1-0 over the Tigers. Tyler Thomas comes up with a single RBI, and Trevor Murray, the second baseman, able to come all the way home from second. And Wildcats right now are up 1-0 over the Tigers, and this is Colton Smith, the pitcher, on plate now for the Wildcats. Trent Townsend gets set to go. Now this is going to be ball 2. Townsend gets set to go. The wind-up sends it. This is going to be just low. And the runner's going to steal second. Looks like he's going to try for third and slides in time. And the runner's able to steal not 1, but 2 bases in the process. Tyler Thomas really putting on the Jets for the Wildcats. Now Colton Smith right now has a runner on third, and he's going to get walked over to first. And the runner from third is going to be able to come in home on the wild pitch. Colton Smith able to get walked over to first, and Tyler Thomas again is able to come on home. Wildcats now up 2-0. The bottom of the first, they've got 2 away. And it looks like they're bringing in a pinch runner, the Wildcats are. This is going to be number 2, Mason Laredo, on first base now for the Wildcats running. Mike Payne, the head coach for the Tigers, talking to his pitcher right now. As Tyler Rogers, the first baseman, is on deck getting ready to go here for the Wildcats. He'll come on to his first at-bat with a runner on first. 2 away at the bottom of the first inning. Wildcats up 2-0 right now. They got 2 runs on 2 hits. And we get ready to go here. Rogers on the plate. Townsend staring him down. The wind-up. And runner's going to be able to steal. And it looks like they're going to call that runner safe. Mason Laredo is able to steal second. And Tyler Rogers has a first ball of his at-bat here. Rogers able to smack this one out of the shortstop, but this is going to be in time to the first baseman, and this is going to end the inning. Wildcats able to come up with a little bit of action here. Right now they lead 2-0 over the Tigers as we head into the second inning. Thank you folks for tuning in. I'm Bridger Webb. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. We will be right back. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks. We're getting ready to lead off the second inning. The designated hitter, Cody Hawkins, number 24, on bat now for the Tigers. And this first pitch will be a swing and a miss. This is going to be strike number 1 for the designated hitter. Wildcats currently up right now 2-0, able to come up with a little bit of action in the first inning. As another swing and a miss. This will be strike 2 for the designated hitter, Cody Hawkins. Colton Smith gets set to go the wind-up. This is going to be just a little bit outside. Ball 1 for the designated hitter. One-two the count now. Smith with the wind-up. Releases it. This is going to be a swing and a miss, and this will be strikeout number 2 for Colton Smith. Coming on base now is going to be the catcher, number 5, Taylon Watson. Watson has an average, the freshman, of .333 with 1 RBI, and he's got 1 away at the top of the second. Colton Smith with the wind-up, the swing, and this is nearly going to hit the catcher. It's going to be a little bit too inside. This will be ball 1. Smith with the wind-up, sends it. A swing and a miss is going to be strike number 1 for the catcher. A swing and a miss once more will be strike number 2 for Taylon Watson. And Smith is able to come up with his second strikeout in a row here, or at least the opportunity to. This one's going to be just low and outside. This will be ball 2. And the count's back even, 2-2. Smith gets set and sends it. And they're going to call this one strike 3, and this will be the second strikeout in a row for Colton Smith. His 4th of the night, as the third baseman, Anthony Heitch, makes his way on to home plate for the Tigers. Tigers currently down 2-0 at the top of the second. This one's going to fall way inside. This will be ball 1. Second pitch is going to be just low and outside. Ball number 2. Third pitch sent his way is going to be low. This will be ball 3, and just like that, the third baseman is ahead of the count, 3-0. 2 away, no runners on base at the top of the second. As Colton Smith the windup, the pitch, and this is going to be ball number 4, and Anthony Heitch will take his first walk of the night. Landon hit the first baseman now, number 13 on bat now for the Tigers. The sophomore has an average of .333 with 1 RBI up to this point. He does have a runner on first right now at the top of the second. And he's got 2 away as Colton Smith sends his first one way outside. This is going to be ball 1. Second pitch sent his way is going to be just outside. This is going to be ball number 2. First baseman gets set. He's ahead of the count, 2-0. Make that 3-0. This ball's going to be way outside. Landon hit now has an opportunity to perhaps walk this one, and he will. This will advance the runners. It's going to be now his second walk in a row for Colton Smith, making way for the left fielder C.J. Donahue. Make that C.J. Donahoe as he comes on plate now. He's got a runner on first and second, 2 away at the top of the second. One good smack of the ball, and this will put the Tigers back into the ball game here. Head coach Jed Yancey and the catcher talking with the pitcher. They retreat to the dugout. Players retreat back to their positions, and we get ready to go. Left fielder C.J. Donahoe on plate now, his first at-bat of the night. Colton Smith gets set for the first pitch. The wind-up, the release, and this is going to be just high, ball 1. Colton Smith sends this one. This is going to be strike number 1. Get ready for the 1-1 pitch. Colton Smith checks his surrounding, the wind-up, the pitch. This is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike number 2 for the left fielder, Donahoe. Chance to put away the inning. The wind up, the swing. This is going to be hit out to the first baseman. This is going to be a base hit. The runner on second is going to round third, taking his way home, and he will make it in time. Anthony Heitch is able to get his way from second to home, and just like that, the Tigers are now back in business here. They come up with their first base hit of the night, and again, Anthony Heitch able to come from second back into home. Wildcats now leading 2-1 at the top of the second. This is LJ Fitzpatrick now. He's got a runner on first and third with 2 away. As the first pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 1. Runners on the corners. Again, 2 away at the top of the second. And this is going to be ball number 2 for the right fielder, number 9, Fitzpatrick. Colton Smith with the 2-0 pitch. The windup, the release. This is going to be ball number 3. And a 1 pitch gone awry. And the Tigers will have bases loaded. The 3-0 pitch. Colton Smith, the windup, releases, and this is going to be strike number 1. The 3-1 pitch, Colton Smith releases. This is going to be hit and fouled away, and this is in the Ag Students field. Watch out for the Cows. So we're at a full count now. This could end the inning as Colton Smith sends this one, and it's going to be just high, and he is going to walk LJ Fitzpatrick. Wildcats in a dangerous position right now. Bases are loaded, and Drew Linenbach, the shortstop, comes back on to restart the batting lineup. Linenbach had a fly out in the first inning. And he's going to check his swing. It looks like in time this is going to be ball 1. Colton Smith had a great start to the inning, but right now finds himself in a little bit of a pickle. And Lindenbach is going to hit this one out to center field. And center fielder is there to make the play. And this is going to retire the side. Lindenbach comes up with his second flyout of the night, as Ty Moody is able to come up with the big play for the Wildcats. Bit of a lunging catch there, and the Wildcats able to keep the Tigers at bay with only 1 run off of 1 hit. And we get ready to go for the bottom of the second inning. Your second fun fact of the night, folks, here at Webb Sports Broadcasting Fun Fact Friday. Mark McGuire hit a home run at his very first Little League at-bat. Hindsight being 20/20, who knew what would have come from Mark McGuire's home run off of his very first at-bat. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back here from Wayne Yancey Field. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. I'm Bridger Webb. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks. We get ready to go for the bottom of the second. This is Adam Munez, the catcher for the Wildcats, getting ready to lead off the bottom of the second. Munez's second pitch is going to be his second ball. Now, if you're not here at Wayne Yancey Field tonight, folks, almost consider yourself lucky. A very windy and very chilly night, as Munez sends this one down third base line, and this is going to be called foul. Yeah, very chilly, very windy night here tonight, so we do apologize if the wind is going to disrupt any sort of broadcasting. But Munez tonight for the Wildcats, this is his first at-bat. And that pitch goes way over his head. This is going to be ball 3, and just like that, the catcher, number 23, is ahead of the count 3-1 right now. Munez so far has an average of 500. So he gets set for the 3-1 pitch. And this is going to be outside, and Adam Munez is going to take his first walk of the night. This will make way for the right fielder, number 13, Brady DeGroot. As Miss Jackson from Outcast is blaring through the speakers here, DeGroot gets set to go for his first at-bat of the game. Has an average of 250 with 2 RBIs, has a runner on first, no outs at the bottom of the second, and his pitch will be just low and outside. This is going to be ball number 1. Second pitch sent his way. No call from the umpire, so I will assume that that's going to be ball number 2. DeGroot takes a chop at this one. Looks like it's going to be just outside the first base line. This will be fouled out. And DeGroot now will face a 2-1 count. Now the 2-1 is going to be just high and outside. This is going to be ball number 3. And just like that, the right fielder is way ahead of the count, 3-1 right now. Has a runner on first from a walk. And none away here at the bottom of the second. Wildcats currently lead 2-1 right now. DeGroot takes a swing at this one. It's going to fall just over the fence and nearly hits the barbecue food truck. That would have been a disaster. That'll foul away, and just like that, we have a full count now. DeGroot gets set. This will be hit out to right field. Fitzpatrick is there. And he was able to make the catch, so DeGroot will be out. And the runner will be able to check his way back to first. So this is going to be the first out. And now Connor DeGeorge is able to come onto the plate now for the Wildcats. The third baseman, Connor DeGeorge, on bat now. First one sent his way is going to be right down the middle. This will be strike number 1. DeGeorge right now has a runner on first, 1 away at the bottom of the second. As Townsend gets set to send this one away. This is going to be just low. This is going to be ball number 1. And Connor DeGeorge gets set for the 1-1 pitch. Trent Townsend on mound, the windup, the release, and this is going to be hit just past the first baseman. This is going to be a base hit. The runner on first takes his chances at third, and he will make it in time. Adam Munez, the catcher, able to make his way out to third base. Meanwhile, the third baseman, Connor DeGeorge, with a single. And this will call Bradley White, the second, the shortstop, back onto the plate for the Wildcats. And he'll have runners on the corner with only 1 away here at the bottom of the second. Bradley White, though, had a strikeout in the first inning. For the Wildcats' sake, he should hopefully change his luck here now as he gets set to go for his second at-bat of the night. Townsend gets set for the first pitch. Sends it. This is going to be kind of chopped down at the third baseman. Third baseman kind of deciding on what he wanted to do there, but ultimately was able to send it over to the first baseman. So this is going to be the second out for the Wildcats. and the center fielder Ty Moody coming on to the plate now for the Wildcats. The center fielder had a fly out in the first inning, and right now he, much like the at-batter before him, actually, I beg your pardon. I apologize, folks. Connor DeGeorge was able to make his way over to second. So right now, Ty Moody, after taking the first ball, has a runner on second and third with 2 away at the bottom of the second. Wildcats currently leading 2-1 right now over the Tigers. As Moody will take a chop at this one, and this is going to be an easy catch for the second baseman, and this side is retired. Well, just like that, the Wildcats were able to almost come up with something, but the Tigers were able to keep them away from home plate. Wildcats still lead 2-1 here going into the third inning. We'll be right back, folks. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks. We're getting ready to lead off the third inning. Right now the Wildcats leading 2-1 over the Tigers. And this is Leo Gomez on bat now for the Tigers. First pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 1. And we get ready to go. And a swing and a miss will make this an even count. 1-1 the count now. Gomez had a strikeout in the first inning. Looking to change his luck here right now. And they're going to call this one strike number 2. Looked to be a little low in my eyes, but hey, umpire is the final call as he sends this one. And this is going to be ball number 2. Back to an even count, 2-2. Colton Smith sends this one. This is going to be just low and outside. Ball number 3 now. And we have a full count here to lead off the third inning. Colton Smith gets set, sends it. This is going to be tipped away over the fence and out of the park, but not necessarily in the direction that Gomez wanted it to go. And we're still at a full count right now. Colton Smith sends this one, and he's going to get hit out to the second baseman. This is going to be an easy pitch and catch. And just like that, Wildcats have their first out of the third inning. This will make way for number 15, the pitcher, Trent Townsend. Townsend had a strikeout in the first inning. Looking to change his luck here at this at-bat. Townsend with an average of .231 coming into tonight's game. And his first pitch is going to be strike number 1. Second pitch sent his way. It's going to be strike number 2. It's going to be just inside the strike zone, but a little bit out on the outside mark there. As Colton Smith sends this one, it's going to be kind of a bit of a wild pitch behind him. Wildcats were lucky there were no runners on base there. This is going to be ball number 1. Townsend's behind the count 1-2 now. As Colton Smith sends this one. And this is going to be ball number 2. Back to an even count just like that. Colton Smith getting ready to go. The windup, the release. And this one's going to be low at the catcher's ankles. This is going to be ball number 3. And we have a full count now for the second batter in a row. Townsend has no runners on base and 1 away here at the top of the third. Colton Smith with a chance to put this batter away, sends it. And this is going to be strike number 3. And Trent Townsend is out of there. The second out of the night, or second out of the inning rather, is now the designated hitter, number 24, Cody Hawkins, coming back onto the plate for his second at-bat of the night. Had a strikeout in the second inning, and his first swing will be a swing and a miss. This will be strike number 1. He gets set for the 0-1. Colton Smith sends it. This is going to be kind of barely tipped away down, and the third baseman is going to lose control of it. That would have been an easy pitch and catch. But Cody Hawkins able to come up with a single off of that kind of less than stellar hit. But this is definitely going to be an error here for the Wildcats. As now Taylon Watson, the catcher, coming back on for his second at-bat. He also had a strikeout in the second inning. So he's got 2 away right now and a runner on second. His team is currently down 2-1 right now. And the first pitch to Watson's way is going to be just outside, ball 1. Smith gets set, sends it. This is going to be, they're going to call this strike 1. Counts at 1-1. Smith sends this one. This is going to be ball number 2. Be kind of just high, right around the batter's eye line. As Watson gets set for the 2-1. They're going to call this one ball number 3. Watson ahead of the count now, 3-1, runner on first. 2 away at the top of the third. Smith sends this one. And they're going to call this one strike. Now, I'm not one to argue umpires' calls, but that one looked a little outside there. I don't know if that one's going to be your traditional strike zone, considering it was at the catcher's knees, but it is what it is. Right now, there's a full count right now. Colton Smith sends it, and this is going to be a ball 4 and a walk for Taylon Watson. This will advance Cody Hawkins to second and making way for the third baseman, Anthony Heitch. Heitch had a walk in the second inning, but was able to make his way back home between some hits and some walks. And right now, he's got some runners on first and second with 2 away at the top of the third. Smith gets set. The windup, the swing. It's going to be just low. Munez is there to pick off any daring runners. But this is going to be ball 1, and we get set to go for the 1-0. Smith sends this one. This is going to be just a smidge high. This is going to be ball 2 now. Colton Smith ready now for the 2-0 pitch. The windup and sends it. This one's going to be right down the middle, though. This will be strike number 1. Tiger dugout trying to get into the head of Colton Smith. Some might argue that it's working right now as he sends this one really high and inside. This is going to be ball number 3, and the third baseman is ahead of the count 3-1, and one bad pitch could send bases loaded here. And they're going to call this one strike number 2. Full count now. Top of the third. And this is going to be strike number 3. And they are out of here. Well, Wildcats were only able to get an error. And luckily, that's about it for them. They nearly had the Tigers ready to go to sit back home. But Wildcats remain ahead 2-1 going into the bottom of the third. And then this will also make way for our third fun fact of the night. The 1874 baseball season was the very first baseball season that batting average stats were printed in newspapers. That was way back in 1874. And here we are in 2021, and I'm literally reading baseball stats printed from the internet. So, hey, we've come a long way, folks. Now we're getting ready to go for the bottom of the third. Trevor Murray, the second baseman, is going to lead off the bottom of the third for the Wildcats. Now, folks, if you'd like to follow any Wildcat baseball news, you can follow them on Twitter at FHS Baseball News. Again, that's at FHS Baseball News for any baseball news on Twitter for the Wildcats. Now, some old news for the Wildcats. Their pitcher, Keegan Prizinski, joins the 90-mile-an-hour club for the Forest High School, hitting 90.8 miles an hour. Congrats to him on that one. Now, the Wildcats are hoping to make it back to the postseason during this season. Their last appearance was way back in 2018. They're still looking for their first state title in school history for baseball. All in all, they are 20-25 in tournament appearances. They're 0-4 in their finals. As right now we're getting ready to go here to lead off the third inning. Again, this is Trevor Murray, the second baseman, on bat now for the Wildcats. First pitch sent his way is going to be ball. Murray gets set to go for the 1-0. Lead off the third, bottom of the third rather. Second pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 2. Murray gets set. This pitch is going to be just high and outside. This is going to be ball number 3. And Murray's comfortably ahead of the count right now, 3-0 to lead off the bottom of the third. And this pitch, though, will be right down the middle. This is going to be strike 1. Looks like I spoke too soon for the Trevor Murray. He gets set to go. He'll take a chop at this one. This is going to bounce right back to the pitcher, and Trent Townsend's able to send it over to the first baseman. Out number 1 here for the Wildcats. Number 11, Taylon Thomas, the designated hitter, coming back at bat for the Wildcats. He's able to come up with a single in the first inning, able to produce a run off of that. So he gets set to go with 1 away, no runners on base here as he hits this one way high, and the first baseman's looking to make a play in the foul territory, and couldn't quite tell if he actually caught it or not. I don't think he did. And no, he did not. This is going to be considered a strike 1 here. Near play there by the first baseman for the Tigers. As we get ready to go for the 0-1 pitch. Trent Townsend sends it. Thomas is going to kind of chop this one away back behind him. This is going to be foul number 2. Taylon Thomas, the junior, has an average of 143 as a designated hitter. The junior is looking to get on base here for the Wildcats as he gets set to go for the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and this is going to be out number 2 for the Tigers. The strikeout for the designated hitter will make way for Colton Smith, number 16, the pitcher. Smith was able to walk in the first inning, and he got as far as second base. As he gets set to go with 2 away. No runners on base. First pitch sent his way is going to be outside. Ball number 1. Second pitch is going to be strike number 1. We're at an even count, 1-1 now. Again, no runners on base. 2 away at the bottom of the third. This is going to be strike 2 for the pitcher. As we get set to go here. And a swing and a miss. And Colton Smith is going to strike out, and this will be 3 easy outs for the Tigers. Well, not much to say after that one. Bit of an easy work there for the Dunnellon Tigers. Wildcats still lead 2-1 over the Tigers in this one as we get ready to go into the top of the 4th inning. I'm Bridger Webb. You are listening to Webb's Sports Broadcasting. Thank you, folks, for tuning in tonight. Now, some news outside of baseball. The Forest High School Wildcat basketball team lost an absolute heartbreaker last night in Lakeland in the state semifinal tournament in Lakeland, Florida at the RP Funding Center. They lost a tough one to Bartow High School, 63-24. So, unfortunately, no state title this year for the Wildcat basketball team. But they have a solid squad coming back next year with only one senior leaving, so who knows what will happen. They did secure their first regional title since 1976. So congratulations to the Wildcat basketball team for that one. We'll get ready to go here at the top of the 4th in just a moment. I'm Bridger Webb. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field in Ocala, folks. We're getting ready to start the top of the 4th. Landon hit the first baseman for the Tigers at bat now for the Tigers. First pitch sent his way is going to be low and bouncing away. This will be ball number 1. Hit had a walk in the 2nd inning and he's able to get as far away as third base. So he gets set to go for the 1-0. This is also going to be kind of outside there. Ball number 2. Hit gets set. This is going to be within the strike zone. This will be strike 1 for the first baseman. Brady Vowinkle on the mound now for the Wildcats. Vowinkle launches this one. This is going to be just low. Then this will be ball 3. Landon hit is ahead of the count now, 3-1 to lead off the 4th inning. Wildcats currently lead 2-1 right now. And this is finally going to be hit away over to the third baseman. This is going to be in time, and this will be out number 1 for the Tigers. C.J. Donahoe, the left fielder, coming back on bat here for the Tigers now. He had a single in the 2nd inning and was able to get up to second base. So he gets set to go here. No runners on base. And 1 away as he'll take the first strike. Donahoe has an average of 500 coming into tonight's game. As the second pitch Vowinkle sends his way is going to be low. Ball 1. Donahoe gets set. And he'll kind of scoot out of the way as that pitch gets sent to his ankles. And now he's ahead of the count 2-1 as Brady Vowinkle gets set to go. The wind up, the swing. This is going to be hit, and it is way up in the air. And Adam Munez is able to come up with the play. This will be a fly out, and out number 2 for the Tigers. Great heads-up play there by Adam Munez, quite literally. Is now the right fielder, L.J. Fitzpatrick, number 9, coming back onto the at-bat here for the Tigers. Fitzpatrick walked in the 2nd inning. As the first pitch sent his way is going to be strike number 1. Fitzpatrick sets. Takes a swing, and he will not check his swing in time. This is going to be strike number 2. Vowinkle able to come up with a strikeout here to put away the top of the inning. And this pitch is going to be just a little low. This is going to be ball number 1. As Brady Vowinkle now gets set. And a swing and a miss will send Fitzpatrick back to the dugout. Out number 3. 3 batters and 3 outs for the Wildcats, able to come up with some pretty easy work defensively as they get set to go here to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Tyler Rogers, Adam Munez, and Brady DeGroot on deck for the Wildcats. And this will make way for our 4th Fun Fact Friday fact. Did you know that the Florida Marlins are the only team to travel north for spring training? Bit interesting. Well, we got some more fun facts coming to you as the night progresses on, and we're getting ready to go to start the bottom of the 4th here. Now, I was talking about the Forest basketball team just a little bit ago. Just to kind of brag about them a little bit more, Jeremiah Russell, number 3 for the Wildcat basketball team, was named Defensive Player of the Year by Marion Hoops. And the junior Brennan Laurie at number 5 was named Player of the Year for 6A basketball. The FACA was given that honor to Brendan Laurier. And the basketball coach, Spencer Ashley, was named Coach of the Year for not only 6A basketball, but overall also by FACA. So basketball team was able to come up with a lot of noise this year, so congratulations to them despite their heartbreaking loss last night in Lakeland. Now we're getting ready to go for the bottom of the 4th. Number 8, the first baseman Tyler Rogers on plate now. Had a ground out in the first. Wanting to come up with some better luck here as he hits this one out to the shortstop. Shortstop's not able to pick it up and have a hold on it. And Tyler Rogers will have a single to lead off the bottom of the 4th. And this will be error number 1 for the Tigers. Adam Munez, the catcher now for the Wildcats, on plate now. Runner on first. No outs here at the bottom of the 4th. First pitch is going to be in the strike zone, and strike 1 for the catcher, Munez. The junior catcher has an average of .500 coming into tonight's game. Coach is calling him over real quick as a timeout. So we get set to go here once more. Munez faces the 0-1. Again, runner on first. No outs. And this one's going to be just outside. Ball 1. Trent Townsend still on the mound for the Tigers. Checks over to first base. Sends this one to Munez. It's going to be... Now this one is... Yeah, this is going to be... Looks like this is going to be a strikeout. I do apologize, folks. I did not quite see what exactly happened right there, but that is in fact a strikeout for Munez, and this will bring on Brady DeGroot, the right fielder, had a fly out in the second. So runner on first and 1 away at the bottom of the 4th. DeGroot gets set. A swing and a miss for DeGroot will be strike number 1. DeGroot wanting to come up with a base hit here for the runner on first as he hits this one just over the head of the third baseman. And this one is going to be foul ball. And strike 2 for DeGroot. So this will call Tyler Rogers back to first base. He was on his way to third. But DeGroot steps back onto the plate. Faces an 0-2. call this one ball. As we get ready to go for the 1-2 now, DeGroot will take this one, and they're going to call this one ball number 2. Back to an even count here. DeGroot gets set to go for the 2-2. Runner on first, one away at the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats right now lead 2-1. Trent Townsend peeking over at first base, keeping Tyler Rogers at bay. DeGroot gets set for the 2-2. Trent Townsend, the windup, sends it. DeGroot's going to smack this one out to right field. This is heading to the fence, and Fitzpatrick is there to make the play for the Tigers. This is the second time that DeGroot was able to smack it out to right field, and the second time that Fitzpatrick is able to come up with the big play for the Tigers, as he sends DeGroot back to the dugout with the second out, and this will bring Connor DeGeorge, the third baseman, back on to the plate for the Wildcats. First pitch sent to DeGeorge's way is going to be strike number 1. DeGeorge had a single in the second inning, was able to get up to second base. Because right now he's got a runner on first and 2 away at the bottom of the 4th. Second pitch is going to be just low. This will be ball number 1. George gets set for the 1-1. Townsend with the windup, the swing. Beg your pardon, the release, and this is going to be just low. This will be ball number 2. And DeGeorge now head of the count, 2-1. George is able to crack this one out to center field. This is going to be a base hit. The center fielder is able to get to the ball in time to keep the runners advancing only once. But this is going to be a big single here for DeGeorge as Tyler Rogers advances up to second, making way for Bradley White the second. Now the shortstop is 0 for 2 tonight, had a strikeout in the first and a ground out in the second. He's got a runner on first and second with 2 away. As Townsend sends it, this is going to be strike number 1 for White. White gets set for the 0-1. This one's going to be just a little high. This is going to be ball 1. White gets set for the 1-1. Townsend on mound. Releases. White able to check his swing in time. This is going to be ball number 2. And White now ahead of the count, 2-1. He's got a runner on first and second. 2 away at the bottom of the 4th. Townsend sends it in a swing and a miss is going to be strike number 2. Bradley White, the second, was swinging for the fences on that one, not able to come up with much. And we're back to an even count here, 2-2, with 2 away at the bottom of the second. Bottom of the 4th, I beg your pardon. Too many 2s. And a swing and a miss is going to be strike out, and this is going to be out number 3 for the Tigers, able to keep the Wildcats stranded on first and second. And this will retire the side as we get ready to go for the top of the 5th. Wildcats still lead 2-1. Wildcats 2 runs off of 4 hits, 1 error. Coming up with 2 hits on that last inning. We'll be right back, folks. I'm Bridger Webb. You're listening to Webb's Sports Broadcasting. Welcome back to the 5th inning, folks. Drew Lindenbach was able to smack this one out to the third baseman, and wasn't able to come up with much right there. So this will be a base hit to lead off the 5th inning. And now this will make way for Leo Gomez, the center fielder. Gomez 0 for 2, had a strikeout in the first and a ground out in the third, as right now he's got a runner on first and no outs here to lead off the 5th. And Gomez is able to send this one over to the third baseman, and the double play will not work here as the second baseman is not able to get a hand on the ball. And Lindenbach contemplating taking it home, but was not able to get it done. But Leo Gomez able to come up with a double for his efforts. And Trent Townsend coming on to the plate here for the Tigers. And right out of the gate, Wildcats are in a little bit of a pickle here. As right now they've got a runner on second and third. No outs here to lead off the 5th inning. And Trent Townsend is on bat now for the Tigers. Townsend is 0 for 2 so far. Had 2 strikeouts in the first and third. As right now the Wildcats have a little bit of a powwow on the pitcher's mound, trying to figure out their game plan here. I'm sure Coach Jed Yancey for the Wildcats is giving these boys the absolute greatest pep talk right now. Coach Yancey retreats to the dugout. Players head back to their positions as we get ready to go here for some more baseball. Again, this is Trent Townsend, number 15, the pitcher for the Tigers at bat now. 0 for 2 so far. He's got a runner on second and third. Townsend's able to check his swing in time. This will be ball number 1. And a swing and a miss for this one for Townsend. Strike number 1. Here we go, 1-1 for the pitcher, and this is going to be strike number 2. Trent Townsend right now in a position for his 3rd strikeout of the night. He's got a runner on second and third. And the umpire is going to call this one strike number 3. So that is 3 strikeouts for Trent Townsend tonight. Making way now for Cody Hawkins, the designated hitter. Hawkins had a single in the third. He's able to get up to second as he has a runner on second and third with 1 away here at the top of the 5th, and this is going to be strike number 1. Wildcats get set. A big swing and a miss is going to be strike number 2. Had that connected, that could have easily gone out of the park. But that's baseball. No dice. And right now, he's behind the count 0-2. As Vowinkle sends it, this is going to be tipped away over to the Wildcat dugout. Coach is there to make a catch. Count will remain 0-2. Brady Vowinkle on the mound now, getting ready to go for the 0-2. This is going to be hit and fouled away right behind us, behind home plate. The count will once again remain 0-2 after the second foul. Vowinkle gets set to go, sends this one, and a swing and a miss is going to send Cody Hawkins back to the dugout. This is going to be strike number 3 and strikeout number 2 for Hawkins tonight. Taylon Watson, the catcher, coming back at bat for his 3rd at bat. 0 for 1. He walked in the 3rd but had a strikeout in the 2nd as he gets set to go here. Runner on 2nd and 3rd and 2 away at the top of the 5th. Taylon Watson takes a quick timeout, comes back to the batter's box. Vowinkle sets, sends this one, and it will be ball number 1. Vowinkle sends this one. This is going to be a little bit of a slider. Comes right back into the strike zone. This will be strike 1 for Watson. Watson with 2 away. Runner on 2nd and 3rd at the top of the 5th. Brady Vowinkle gets set to go on mound. Left-handed pitcher sends this one. It's going to be just inside. This will be ball number 2. Wildcats currently leading the Tigers right now 2-1, but one good hit could change the game completely here for the Tigers. As Vowinkle gets set to go, sends it. This is going to be hit kind of up to the second baseman and is finally able to bring it back to earth, and this is going to be an easy catch for the second baseman. And this will put away the inning. Wildcats able to come up with a saving grace here as they retire the side. Wildcats still lead 2-1 right now over the Tigers as they're getting ready to go. And as they do so, folks, it is now time for your 5th fun fact of the night. Did you know George Brett is the only player to win a batting title in 3 different decades? He won it in 1976, 1980, and 1990. That's your fun fact for the inning. Stay tuned and you'll get another one here in the middle of the 6th. But the Wildcats will get set to go to lead off the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Ty Moody, Trevor Murray, and Tyler Thomas at bat for the Wildcats. Now, all 3 of those players had a pretty pivotal role in last night's win over Crystal River. Ty Moody came up with 9 strikeouts in only 5 innings in their 11-1 win. Tyler Rogers and Trevor Murray each had 2 hits. And they all 3 will come to the plate here in just a moment for the Wildcats. We want to thank you folks for tuning in tonight on Webb Sports Broadcasting. I'm Bridger Webb, coming to you live from Wayne Yancey Field at Forest High School here in Ocala, Florida, as we're bringing you some fantastic baseball action. Now, if you weren't here in person today, we are pre-recording this, you missed a pretty big molly-whopping as the Dunnellon High School JV squad was able to mercy rule the Wildcats 13-2. It only took it to 5 innings here as Ty Moody will foul his first one away. This will be considered strike 1. So the Dunnellon High School JV squad again able to come up really big against the Wildcats JV squad, beat them 13-2 in 5 innings. Ty Moody's second pitch is going to be ball number 1. So the center fielder gets set for the 1-1. This one will go in the dirt into the catcher's glove. This will be ball number 2. Moody's going to hit this one out, and it looks like this is going to go out of the park, but not in the direction he wants it to go. This will be foul number 2. And Moody's back to an even count at 2 to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats currently up 2-1 right now over the Tigers. This one's going to be just inside. This will be ball 3, so we have a full count to lead off the 5th inning. Center fielder gets set to go. Tiger pitcher on the mound. Wind up, lets it loose. This is going to be hit out on the outside of the third base line. This will be foul ball. Three-two remains the count. Pitcher gets set to go. The windup releases a swing and a miss. Is going to be a big strikeout here for the center fielder, Ty Moody. Second baseman Trevor Murray coming back at bat here for the Wildcats. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He came up with a double in the first and was able to produce one of the 2 Wildcat runs, and then had a ground out in the 3rd inning. So we get set to go here. His first pitch sent the way is going to be ball number 1. Trevor Murray, the sophomore, has an average of 250 coming into tonight's game with 4 RBIs. As he now has a 2-0 count. The windup, the release. And this is going to be fouled out behind home plate into the trees behind us. This will be foul number 1. And the count now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is going to be just low and outside. This will be ball number 3. And the second baseman now ahead of the count 3-1. No runners on base. He'll get good contact with this one, but not in the right direction. This is going to be fouled away down the third base line. Like I was saying, no runners on base and 1 away here at the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats up 2-1 right now. And the full count pitch is going to be a walk. Ball number 4. And just like that, Trevor Murray takes his way over to first base, making way for Tyler Thomas, the designated hitter. He is also 1 for 2 tonight. He had a single in the first inning, which produced the other run the Wildcats have, and then struck out in the 3rd inning. But right now, he's got Trevor Murray on first, and 1 away here at the bottom of the 5th as we get ready to go. First pitch sent his way is going to be low. Ball 1. Now it looks like Murray's going to be able to try and steal. And it looks like he's going to be able to get there in time. Base successfully stolen for Trevor Murray. As we get ready to go here, Tyler Thomas now has the 2-0, and he smacks this one. This is going to be a base hit into right field. And the runner on second is going to take his way home. And he's going to be in time. What a run by Trevor Murray. Tyler Thomas was able to come up with a double on that one, but Trevor Murray able to take his way from second all the way home. And this is going to be another run and another hit here for the Wildcats. Wildcats now up 3-1. And right now Colton Smith has a runner on second. And one away here at the bottom of the fifth. Smith is 0 for 1. He walked in the first inning, had a strikeout in the third. And right now makes his way onto the plate, takes a swing and a miss. This is going to be strike 2. I beg your pardon, strike 1. This will even the count up at 1. A big swing and a miss will be strike number 2 here for Colton Smith. Pitcher sends this one. The wild pitch is going to send the runner from second to third. Tyler Thomas taking advantage of the wild pitch. And Colton Smith now has a runner on third, one away, with a 2-2 count at the bottom of the fifth. Wildcats up right now 3-1. 3 runs off of 5 hits and 2 errors. Dunnellon Tigers are ones across the board. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. As Colton Smith, the pitcher, gets set to go for the 2-2, takes a swing, and he'll get a piece of this one. It'll foul down the third base line. Smith gets set for the 2-2 once more. Pitcher with the windup, sends it. This is going to be hit out to center field. He's taking a step back in the center field, and this is going to be caught. And the runner will check his way up, and Tyler Thomas is going to make his way back home. Colton Smith with the sac fly will send another runner home. Wildcats now up 4-1 as Tyler Rogers comes onto the plate now. Rogers is 1 for 2, had a single in the 4th inning. Ground out in the first. As Colton Smith's sac fly was able to send Tyler Thomas back home. And the first pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 1. This one's going to be hit just over the hand of the third baseman, and Tyler Rogers may come up with some extra bases here. Rounds first, heads over to second, takes a slide, and he is in time. Tyler Rogers comes up with his second hit of the night, a double for the first baseman. Coach Payne for the Tigers walking up to the pitcher's mound. Hasn't handed over the ball just yet. Now this will make way for Adam Munez, the catcher. And he's going to have a runner on second. And 2 away here at the bottom of the fifth. Munez is 0 for 1. He had a strikeout in the 4th, and he walked in the 2nd and was able to get up to third base. Trent Townsend remains on the mound for the Tigers. As Munez gets set to go, runner on second, 2 away at the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats up 4-0 right now. 4-1 rather, I beg your pardon. And this one is going to go straight up over the fence. And that nearly came crashing into the broadcasting studio here right behind home plate. But everybody is safe. That's the most important thing. Safety is our top concern here at Webb Sports Broadcasting. As I would have successfully dodged the baseball that was flying down from above. But enough about me. Adam Munez is getting set to go for the 0-1, and he doesn't get the best contact with this one, and the pitcher is there to toss it over to the first baseman, and just like that, the side is retired. Well, the Wildcats able to come up with some things here, able to gain a little bit of a lead there, coming up with 2 runs. They now lead 4-1 over the Tigers. Came up with a couple hits there as well, so right now they've got 4 runs off of 6 hits. And that will retire the side going into the 6th inning. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks, as we're getting ready to lead off the top of the 6th. Right now, the Wildcats leading 4-1 over the Tigers right now, as the third baseman, Anthony Heitch, gets set to lead off the inning for the Tigers. And the first pitch sent his way is going to be hit over to the third baseman. This is going to be an easy pitch and catch between the basemen. And this is going to be out number 1 here for the Tigers. Wildcats made a change on the pitching mound. Ryan Curtis now doing the duties for the Wildcats right now. As Landon hit, the first baseman makes his way back at bat here for the Tigers. 0 for 1 in the night, had a ground out in the 4th. And then the first pitch sent his way is a swing and a miss, strike number 1. Landon hit, also walked in the 2nd inning, was able to make his way down to third base, but was left stranded on third as he hits this one out just past the shortstop. This is going to be a base hit for Hit. This will be a single here for the first baseman, Landon Hit. Left fielder C.J. Donahoe back on plate now. He's 1 for 2 tonight, had a single in the 2nd, a fly out in the 4th. As he gets set, Curtis with the windup. Releases. This is going to be hit and fouled away behind us. Foul number 1. Wildcats currently leading right now, 4-1. Donahoe is able to crack this one, but it's going to be fouled, ball down the third baseline. 0-2 now the count for the left fielder. Curtis gets set to send this one. Going to be hit out to the second baseman. And the second baseman's not able to get a hold of it, and the runner on second decides to stay put at second. So Landon Hit able to get to second, but stays at second. And Donahoe now comes up with a base hit. The second this inning for the Tigers. Wildcats unfortunately come up with their third error. Not necessarily a column that you want a lot of numbers in. But L.J. Fitzpatrick now the right fielder coming back on plate here for the Tigers. He walked in the second inning and had a strikeout in the 4th. And right now he's got runners on first and second with one away here at the top of the 6th. And he was looking to bunt, but the ball's going to be just a little bit low. This will be ball 1. Curtis gets set. The wind-up releases. This is going to be hit down to the shortstop and gets one and the other, and the side is retired. A great double play there by the Wildcats will put this one away as we get ready to go for the bottom of the second. Tigers able to come up with a couple hits, but not much after that. And as we get ready to go here for the bottom of the 6th. Now, folks, do not forget our next fun fact for Fun Fact Friday. Now, did you know that during the Red Scare, which was the anti-communist panic in the 1950s, the Cincinnati Reds changed their name to the Red Legs? but it didn't last too long because they changed it back to the Reds back in 1960. That's your fun fact for the 6th inning. I'll have another one for you at the middle of the 7th. Now Brady DeGroot, Connor DeGeorge, and Bradley White II will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Wildcats currently leading right now 4-1 over the Tigers right now. Wildcats have 4 runs off of 6 hits, 3 errors. And right now the Tigers have 1 run off of 2 hits and only 1 error tonight so far. The sound of Miss Jackson by Outcast plays over here at Wayne Yancey Field, which means that Brady DeGroot is coming back on to the plate here for the Wildcats. DeGroot has 0 for 2 tonight so far. He's able to make a big connection to LJ Fitzpatrick out there in the right field. As DeGroot's first pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 1. So what I mean by that is DeGroot had 2 flyouts over to right field in the 2nd and 4th, respectively. DeGroot's able to get a piece of this one, but will send it over the Wildcat dugout. This is going to be foul number 1, and the count now 1-1. Some of the fans and players over at the Wildcat dugout sounding like they're booing, but they're actually chanting DeGroot like you would a John Kuhn or a Nikita Kucherov. And DeGroot able to smack this one right down the second base. And this will be a single for Mr. DeGroot, his first hit of the night. As Connor DeGeorge, the 3rd baseman, coming back at bat here for the Wildcats. DeGeorge is actually having a pretty good night so far. He has 2 singles, 2nd and 4th, and was able to get out to second base in the 2nd inning. But he comes on plate now. He's got DeGroot on first. No away here at the bottom of the 6th. And he will check his swing in time with this one. This is going to be ball number 1 for the 3rd baseman. George is able to get a piece of this one. It'll send it over the cage back behind home plate. DeGeorge gets set with the 1-1 count. DeGeorge gets set, runner on first, no away here. And this one's going to be just kind of tipped and chopped away. This will be foul ball. And DeGeorge now faces the 1-2. The 1-2. Sends it. This is going to be just outside. This is going to be ball number 2. Trent Townsend has retired the pitching duties, and number 0, Blaze Hawkins, I beg your pardon, is on plate now for the Tigers. As Hawkins gets set to wind up and sends it, this is going to be ball number 3. Brady DeGroot thinking about stealing second off of the wild pitch, but decided against it. He returns back to first, and now Connor DeGeorge, the 3rd baseman, number 3, has a full count here. Runner on first. No outs at the bottom of the 6th. And he will take a piece of this one, and we'll tip him just behind him. DeGroot was eager to get out to second base. He returns back to first. And George now again will face a full count. Blaze Hawkins sends it. This is going to be just high. This will be ball number 4. And the 3rd baseman will take a walk. This will advance Brady DeGroot up to second. And Bradley White will come back on the plate. Bradley White, unfortunately, not able to come up with much so far tonight. He is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. As right now, he will have a runner on first and second with no outs at the bottom of the 6th. Tigers are taking a timeout right now. They got the coach and some players on the mound. And we will be right back here, folks. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. Well, the Jeopardy music has stopped, and we're getting ready to go here. Bradley White on plate now for the Wildcats. As a runner on first and second, no outs in the top of the 6th, the bottom of the 6th rather, and Bradley White is going to bunt this one. And Blaze Hawkins not able to get a good hand on it as the bunt is successful, and Bradley White is able to make his way over to first base, leaving now Ty Moody, the center fielder, with bases loaded. Moody is 0 for 3 so far tonight, had 2 flyouts in the first and second and the strikeout in the 5th. He's got bases loaded right now, and he's going to take a swing and a miss at this one. This will be strike number 1. Moody gets set for the 0-1. He'll hit this one out to center field. The center fielder is there to make a play. This will be the first down. This is going to get checked. And the runner on third, Brady DeGroot, is going to be able to make his way back home. And this will tack on another run here. So Ty Moody comes up with the sac fly into center field. But that's only the first out, as Brady DeGroot again will make his way back on home. This is going to be yet another run. The Wildcats now lead 5-1 over the Tigers. This is Trevor Murray right now. And he'll hit this one. It's going to be over the fence here behind home plate. This will be foul number 1. Getting ready to go here. Trevor Murray smacks it over to third base. Runner on second, rounds third, makes his way home. Everyone's advancing. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And the runner makes his way to third. What a play here by the Wildcats. Trevor Murray comes up with a triple, and he will send everybody home. He sends Connor DeGeorge and Bradley White on home. This will tack on 2 more runs. The Wildcats now lead 7-1 here at the bottom of the 6th. Tyler Thomas, the designated hitter, comes back on plate now for the Wildcats. 2 for 3 so far tonight. 2 runs. He had a single in the first, a strikeout in the third, and had a double in the 5th. Both of his hits have resulted in runs on it. And Trevor Murray right now in position to come up with his third run tonight as he just picked up a triple, and he's hanging out on third right now. Wildcats only have one away. And this is going to be ball number 1. And the count now is 1-1 for the designated hitter. Smacks this one out to center, and the center fielder is there to make the play. But this will send number 7, Trevor Murray, back on home. The Wildcats come up with a second sac fly. The Wildcats tack on another run, and we're up 8-1 now over the Dunnellon Tigers. As Colton Smith, the pitcher, comes back for his third at-bat. Now, I beg your pardon, this is not Colton Smith. This is number 2, Mason Laredo. Laredo's able to kind of get a piece of this one. It will send it away over the fence. This is going to be foul number 2 for Mason Laredo. Laredo right now has empty bases, 2 away. His team leads 8-1 right now. Next pitch sent his way is going to be just high and outside. This will be ball number 1. Laredo gets set, and this pitch is going to be just low. This will be back to an even count at 2. Laredo gets set now for the 2-2. Base is empty, 2 away here at the bottom of the 6th. Wildcats able to come up with 4 runs in this inning, as Laredo takes a swing and a miss. And this is going to be an easy, the wild pitch is going to get picked up and easily caught there by the first baseman, and this will finally retire the side. Well, Tigers had a lot on their plate there on that last inning, able to give up 4 runs and a couple more hits there. The Wildcats now lead 8-1 over the Tigers as we get set to go to lead off the 7th inning. We'll be right back, folks, after the 7th inning stretch. You're listening to Webb Sports Broadcasting. I'm Bridger Webb. Welcome back to Wayne Yancey Field, folks. Getting ready to lead off the 7th inning. This is Drew Lindenbach, the shortstop. First pitch sent his way is going to be ball number 1. Now we're leading off the 7th inning right now with a score of the Forest High School Wildcats 8 and the Dunnellon Tigers 1. Wildcats had a very prosperous 6th inning as Lindenbach takes a swing and a miss. This will be strike 1. Wildcats take a sends this one. It's going to be popped up, and the first baseman is not there to make the catch. This is going to be a hit there for Drew Lindenbach. Oh, no, I'm so sorry, folks. I beg your pardon. This is going to be a foul ball. So foul ball here for Drew Lindenbach, the shortstop. He gets set to go for the 1-2. This is going to be just low, and this will be ball 2. Pitching now for the Wildcats is number 9, Jordan Perry. As Perry gets set for the windup, releases. This is going to be ball number 3. And Drew Lindenbach now has a full count to lead off the 7th inning. Perry gets set on the mound for the full count. The windup sends it. This is going to be hit and fouled away behind us. Jordan Perry gets set to go again for the full count. Sends it. This is going to be hit and again fouled away back behind home plate. Winterback is leading off the 7th inning. So no runners on base, no away. As he gets set to go for his 3rd full count pitch. Wind up, sends it. And this is going to be ball 4 and a walk here for the shortstop, Drew Linenbach. Leo Gomez now coming back onto the plate here for the Tigers. Gomez so far is 1 for 3, had a double in the 5th inning, a strikeout and a ground out earlier in the night. As right now he's got a runner on first and no away, and he will take the first ball. Perry gets set to go. Sends it. And this is going to be ball number 2. Perry gets set to go. An attempt to pick off the runner on first doesn't work. The wild pitch will send Linenbach over to second. That's the double-edged sword with attempting to pick off these runners on base. Sometimes the first baseman isn't quite there to make the catch, as what just happened here, as Drew Linenbach is able to advance over to second. So here we go for the 2-0. Leo Gomez in the batter's box takes a swing and a miss. This is going to be strike number 1. Perry gets set for the 2-1. This is going to be hit and fouled away over by the Wildcat dugout. This will even the count back to 2. Leo Gomez now has a runner on second. No away here at the top of the 7th. As Perry gets set with the windup, sends it. This is going to be hit and fouled away behind him. 2-2 remains the count. As we get ready to go here for the 2-2. Perry on mound. The windup, sends it. And this is going to be ball number 3. As Jordan Perry now gets set for his 2nd batter in a row with a full count. Gomez has a runner on second, no away at the top of the 7th. And a swing and a miss is going to be a big strikeout here for Leo Gomez. That's his 2nd strikeout of the night so far. Trent Townsend now, the pitcher for the Tigers, comes back on plate. He's had 3 strikeouts so far. And he's got a runner on second and 1 away here at the top of the 7th, and his first pitch is going to be ball number 1. Trent Townsend is going to smack this one over to the 3rd baseman, and the throw to first is going to be awry, and Drew Linenbach is going to be able to come from second back home. And Trent Townsend is going to come up with a double here. So he will, in fact, change his luck for the night. Comes with his first hit. And Drew Linenbach does, in fact, make it on home. So this will tack on another run here for the Tigers. So the Wildcats currently up 8-2 now, as Cody Hawkins will smack this one down the third baseline. This will be fouled away. Hawkins right now getting ready to go for the 0-1. Has a runner on second and one away here at the top of the seventh. And a swing and a miss is going to be strike number 2 for the designated hitter. Hawkins so far is 1 for 3, had a single in the third and 2 strikeouts, as he faces his third potential strikeout with an 0-2 count. And he does hit this one out to left field, and the left fielder is there to make the play. Great play out there by the left fielder. That's Ryan Curtis out there to make the play for the Wildcats. Townsend will remain at second. And Taylon Watson will come onto plate now for the Tigers. Perry gets set to go. The windup and sends it. This is going to be just low. Ball 1. Watson gets set to go for the 1-0 pitch. And he'll get a little bit of this one. They're going to call this a foul ball. And I think this one's going to kind of fall right off the foot of Watson. That's got to hurt. So he's going to walk this one off real quick. This will bring his count to 1-1. 2 away and a runner on second here at the top of the seventh. Watson still shaking this one off as he approaches the batter's box again. He is inside and we are ready to go here. Again, 1-1 the count here for the catcher Watson. Perry sends it. This is going to be a swing and a miss. This is going to be strike number 2. Watson here behind the count at 1-2. 2 away, runner on second at the top of the seventh, and Perry gets set for the windup, sends it, and this is going to be ball number 2. Wildcats currently up now 8-2. There's going to be 2s across the board here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Jordan Perry with the windup and sends this one. It's going to be a big swing and a miss, and this is going to retire the side and end the inning for the Tigers. Well, the Wildcats gave up 1 run, but not much. And looking at the dugouts, this is going to be it for the ball game, folks. Your final score, the Forest High School Wildcats 8 and Dunnellon Tigers 2. Well, for the Wildcats, their next game is going to be next Tuesday, March 9th, as they travel to Buchholz High School in Gainesville. Then the following game, they will take on Buchholz in a 2-game series right here back at Forest High School on March 11th. And we will be here to cover that. Well, the Wildcats able to come up pretty big here tonight. And I didn't even get to give you folks the rest of my cool fun facts. But fear not, folks, I will save those for another Fun Fact Friday. Again, folks, we want to thank you for tuning in. Again, I'm Bridger Webb coming to you live from Wayne Yancey Field here at Forest High School. Thank you much for tuning in. And we will see you folks next time as the Wildcats take on Buchholz High School here at Forest High School March 11th. Have a good night, everybody. We hope to see you again here real soon.